We are Anka. Stay tuned for updated real news.
Hello Anka Daily News viewers. We continue to share with you new developments taking shape in the shadow of the war. The activity in recent weeks has been noteworthy not only on the front lines but also with strategic moves towards the heart of the war. In particular, the successive offensive by the Ukrainian army are severely straining Russia's military and industrial power. These attacks are no longer just a defensive reflex, but have turned into a strategy that directly targets Russia's war capability. The pinpoint operations carried out by Ukrainian forces on Russian territory are upsetting the Kremlin's balance. From energy infrastructure to weapons production facilities, from ammunition depots to military shipping lines, these attacks have a wide range of consequences that will affect the course of the war. Especially the information coming in recent days reveals that Ukraine has dealt a heavy blow to Russia's war capability. The coordinated operations carried out by Ukrainian air and ground forces have seriously disrupted the ammunition supply of the Russian army. One of the most striking developments was the destruction of a stockpile of 60,000 tons of weapons and ammunition in a major offensive by the Ukrainian army. This blow has had a devastating impact not only materially but also psychologically. Moscow's silence in the face of this attack is remarkable. The Kremlin's lack of reaction raises more questions about the magnitude and impact of the incident. Let's take a look at the developments together. Before we get to our report, though, a quick reminder. The Anka Daily News team is definitely 100% real. Neither me nor any of my colleagues are artificial intelligence. Even though AI is very advanced, it's still not as good as us. By the way, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications so you don't miss our daily reports and explanations. We do read all the comments you leave on our videos, so please continue to share your ideas about our content. Tell us in the comments what content you'd like to see on the Anka Daily News channel. And now let us begin if you're ready. Anka Daily News reports. Ukraine's large-scale attacks in recent weeks have severely strained Russia's military capabilities. In particular, the targeting of ammunition depots by unmanned aerial vehicles, UAV strikes, has shaken the Kremlin to its core. Reports suggest that up to 60,000 tons of missiles and rocket ammunition have been destroyed in attacks on just a few facilities. Although these claims have not yet been officially confirmed, images of explosions shared by Russian media and information from local sources reveal the seriousness of the situation. The Ukrainian army has targeted multiple ammunition depots as part of operations focused specifically on the Krasnodar region in the southern regions of Russia. Krasnodar has long been on Kyiv's radar due to its strategic importance and its location on the logistics networks through which ammunition shipments are made. Ukrainian military bloggers reported that 3 large arsenals were destroyed in the attacks and fire raged in the region for days after the explosions. Eyewitnesses described violent tremors felt from kilometers away and clouds of smoke filling the sky. Ukraine's main objective in these attacks is to stop Russia's war machine. This strategy, which is aimed at destroying Russia's military logistics systems not only on the front line but also behind the front line, has recently gained momentum. In particular, energy infrastructure, ammunition production facilities and fuel depots are among the primary targets targets of Ukrainian drones. Thus, instead of engaging Russia directly on the battlefield, Ukraine aims to deeply erode the Kremlin's fighting capacity. However, the attacks were not limited to Russian territory. At the same time, Kyiv has also been subjected to a massive wave of attacks. The Russian military launched a massive drone and missile attack on the Ukrainian capital. The attack, which began at night, gave the residents of the capital a nightmare, with explosions echoing all over the city. Explosions, machine gun fire, and sirens rang out throughout the night. Many missiles and drones were shot down in this attack, in which air defense systems worked intensively. However, falling debris caused fires and damage in different parts of Kyiv. According to Timur Tkachenko, deputy head of the Kyiv military administration, following the attack, fragments of missiles and drones were spotted falling in at least 4 neighborhoods in the capital. 2 separate fires broke out in the Solomiansky district and 6 people required medical attention. Tkachenko stressed that the Ukrainian air defense troops have shown great success preventing further casualties. Locals spent the night in fear. Yuri Bondarchuk, a Kyiv resident who was at home during the attack, said the sirens started blaring as usual. Then drones started flying. They hovered over us constantly. A few minutes later, I heard a loud explosion, and when I went to the window, the glass was shattered. Pieces of glass were flying in the air. Bondarchuk said many Kyivians, like Bondarchuk, tried to spend the night in safer places, taking refuge in shelters or metro stations. These attacks show that at this point in the war, these sides are no longer just fighting on the front lines, but are also inflicting heavy casualties on each other in the interior of the countries. Ukraine's targeting of Russia's war economy and Russia's efforts to increase social pressure by targeting Ukrainian cities clearly show how coercive the war has become. Especially the targeting of ammunition depots is a major blow for Russia. Sustainability in war is determined not only by the number of soldiers and weapons, but also by logistical capacity and ammunition stocks. The loss of 60,000 tons of ammunition could disrupt Russia's future attack plans. Considering how valuable each missile, rocket, and bullet is in this war, the importance of the targets hit by Ukraine becomes clearer. According to Ukrainian sources, these strikes are just the beginning. Kyiv plans to target more military production facilities. The operations, supported by satellite imagery provided by Ukrainian intelligence and Western allies, are increasing this impact with pinpoint strikes. Russia's vulnerability to such attacks has once again been exposed by recent developments. Amidst all these developments, uncertainty about the future of the war is growing. Questions such as whether Russia will be able to recoup its losses, how long Ukraine will be able to maintain its offensive capacity, and whether the West will continue to support Kyiv will be answered in the coming weeks. But one thing is clear. The war is fiercer and more destructive than ever. What do you think? What do you think the impact of such attacks by the Ukrainian army will be? How do you interpret Russia's heavy losses? Let us know in the comments. We read and care about your points of view.